أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم علمنا ما ينفعنا وانفعنا بما علمتنا وزدنا علما رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. Everyone, good afternoon or good morning wherever you're actually listening to me today. Welcome back to our Tajweed series on the weekend. And today, inshallah, we'll be continuing our lessons. We started before the Eid. We were on break last week, alhamdulillah, for the great Eid celebration. And so today we continue with our lessons. And today we'll be talking about the Tajweed of Surotul Qari'ah. And so go back to our expert Quran readers Facebook group if you're willing to learn more of what we've done in the past before today. And so in the expert Quran readers Facebook group, inshallah, you'll see there all the videos of trainings we've done over the years. And so you also be able to get access to the resources there to actually check on the content that we have in our community in the expert Quran readers Facebook group. If you all go to the session under the guide section, I'm sharing my screen here. So you'll be able to have access to all the lessons we've had over the years. And so you'll be able to check the guide section here, go deeper down and then check the most watched weekly live webinars. So these are the webinars that actually discuss about how we design our accelerated Quran reading program, 4 months, revolutionary 4-month program that helps students learn to read the Quran themselves. And so you listen to all these and actually listen attentively to those. And if you want to design Quran Reading Fluency Program for your child at home, and also if you want to catch up with whatever we've learned, you can go to the Quran Reading class videos. We have 20 videos there, but we just kind of put the ones that we felt so important that you need to learn. But if you do check the entire community, you will have, of course, see all the lessons we do every blessed week. Today we're going to learn the Tajweed of Surah Al-Qari'ah. So you just scroll down the Kathul, we take the surahs one after the other. Here you check to see we've learned, Surah Al-Humaza and all that. So today, inshallah, we will go and learn the Tajweed of Surotul Al-Qari'ah. The Surah Al-Qari'ah is one of the surahs of the Quran. Of course, it's Quran 101, meaning if you put the Quran surahs together, so Qar'iah will be on number 101. So we're taking it from Fatiha down to Surah Al-Nas. Okay, so what is it about Surah Al-Qari'ah? And like we've done over the months and years with our class here, of course, this lesson today is not for complete beginners. This is for those who have been with me or with us for the past few weeks or a month. They've learned all the concepts that we learned to make sure everyone can read the Quran themselves. So the first thing I will do, I'll recite this surah and then we'll go deeper. It's going to take 20 minutes to end this call, to end this lesson. So if you really want to pay attention to this, take a seat. And if you want to deep dive into how you can do this on your own without having to listen to me here, you can join us, put the Quran under this video to join us in our next coming parent demo session. We do have a session every week for those who might be interested in joining the program. I think we do have it 4 times in a week. So you can click the link down the video here. We're going to be sharing that also here in the comments here. You can book your parent demo session, book a demo session there. If you really want to, have the ability to do this yourself or for a child. Unfortunately, our adult classes is not starting soon. We're having adult classes starting next in August, inshallah. And so if you'd like to kind of join us, book our parent demo session there so you learn to know how our program can actually help your child and help yourself be confident for our reciters together, inshallah. Okay, so أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم القارعة ما القارعة وما أدراك ما القارعة يوم يكون الناس كالفراش المبثوث وتكون الجبال كالعهن المنفوش فأما من ثقلت موازينه فهو في عيشة راضية وأما من خفت موازينه فأمه هاوية وما أدراك ما هي نار حامية. So this is a surah that has 10, 11 verses, 11 ayats. And so for those of you who are complete beginners or you longing to help your child to become a fluent conversator, join us every Sunday for this live session. It's free and learn together with us on how to understand the tajweed of the Quran and mostly how to properly pronounce the ayat of the Quran. So why do we having to pronounce some words somehow and pronounce some differently? The Quran rules are universal. And so when you actually learn the tajweed, you can read any part of the Quran yourself. And this is actually the training we're giving our students in the accelerated Quran Reading Program, the 4-month program. So if you want to learn more about that, so click the link below this video to sign up to the next parent demo session we're having on the weeks, so you can check to see how this structured program can help you or your child achieve Quran reading fluency, inshallah. So Al-Qari'ah, so you'd imagine, why did I pronounce this one as Al-Qari'ah? Because we've learned in this class and in these sessions weekly that this letter, this one here is called Alif al-Wasli or Hamzat al-Wasli. And then because this Alif now is in the beginning of the ayah, and we cannot pronounce this Hamza with anything else. We have to pronounce it with Hamza and Fatha. Why? Because it's the rule of Hamza al-Wasli or Alif al-Wasli. Whenever Alif al-Wasli is in the beginning of the word, so we have two kind of Hamza. Okay? Alif does not have a sound in the Quran. I've said this over many times in our lessons here. So Alif is a letter of the Quran, right? But Hamza is one that has a sound. Alif does not have a sound to itself. However, Alif is used to make elongation like we have it here. So instead of Qaf have just one count, because the Alif is there together, it's going to make it longer for 2 counts. Okay? So the Alif is going to make it longer for 2 counts. Al-Qa, okay? It's going to make it longer for 2 counts. So the Alif al-Wasli, so don't call this one, is not Alif. No, Alif is Alif al-Wasli, we call it Hamza al-Wasli. So here we pronounce this with Fatha because we have a lam that comes after it, which is called the lam al-Ma'rifah. I've had a video which I discuss this in more detail. And so normally when you have this kind of lam, you see this kind of lam, this is a moon letter. We teach all this to our students in the accelerated reading program. 5 years old kids will be able to identify and pronounce this correctly. Okay, so Al-Qari'ah. So the alif here is pronounced with fatha. The hamza, sorry, because alif does not have a sound. So the hamza is pronounced with the fatha. But which kind of hamza? We have two kind of hamza in the Quran. We have hamzatul qat'i, which is the normal one that we've seen. It's only have one symbol. We have hamzatul wasli. So this is hamzatul qat'i. That's the first one. That's the normal hamza that we all know. We call it hamzatul qat'a, right? Hamzatul qat'a, right? We also have the alif al-wasli or hamzatul wasli. And so hamzatul wasli will always be like this, guys. It's pretty amazing to learn this. Hamzatul wasli or alif al-wasli will be like this. It's not going to be like this in the Quran. It's going to be written this way. And so whenever it's in the beginning of the word, we pronounce it, okay? But whenever it's in the middle of a recitation or in the middle of a word, we don't pronounce this alif al-wasli or hamzat al-wasli. But there's a rule, 3 rules to determine what sound are you going to pronounce it with when you read the Quran. Are you going to pronounce this alif al-wasli or hamzat al-wasli with a fatha or with a kasra or with a dumma? And so there are rules that we've learned in this lesson. Go check the training that we had in our expert Quran and readers Facebook group. We've actually discussed at length what are we going to pronounce this with. And if you go check some of our lessons we've had I believe it's been a while. So we have it also in our learning portal, but you can check it here. It's maybe 2 months ago. We've learned about the rules of Alif al-Wasli, the rules of Hamzat al-Wasli, how do you pronounce them, and how do you determine what sound will they have. Is he going to be having a fatha, or is he going to have a kasra, or is he going to have a dumma? And so these are lessons we've learned over the years, over the month. You see here, Hamzat al-Wasli, we had like 3 videos that I actually explained what sound would will Hamzat al-Wasli have. See, Hamzat al-Wasli part 2, Hamzat al-Wasli part 1. So you can understand what will determine what to pronounce those letters with. So go check those starting from February 25, well, it's been like 3 months ago. We did that February 25. We also did that February, yeah, March 3rd. And the last module we had was March 10th. So go watch those for free. So Al-Qari'ah. So because this Alif al-Wasli or Hamza al-Wasli has a lam al-ma'rifah, this kind of lam al-sukun, after it is called the moon letter, the moon lam, the lam al-qamariyah. So we give it a fatha naturally, anytime. And that's why you see people reciting it as Al-Qari'ah. But you need to ask the question, right? Why is it Al-Qari'ah? Okay, because it doesn't have a fatha, but why do you pronounce it that way? Because of this kind of lam that comes after it. And then the qa is getting elongated by the alif. And then you see at the last part of this, we actually converted this ta to a ha. So this rule of stopping on the ta al-marbuta, whenever it's in the end of the word, we gotta stop. Meaning you're gonna convert it to a ha. And so that's why we pronounce this as al-qari'ah. Okay? And this is mal-qari'ah. You see what's happening here? You see this alif here is a lam, is an alif of elongation, but we have another alif al-wasli here, meaning here we are not going to pronounce this. We call this iltiqa'u sakinain, meaning two silent alifs letters coming together here. So both of these are not pronounced. We'll just pronounce the meme together with the lam. Mal, and this is an alif al-wasli, naturally, you know that. So this alif of ma will not be pronounced as well. It will now be mal. So you just join the meme fatha to the lam. Mal, because of this kind of, whenever you see a letter that's two silent letters coming together beside each other, they're gonna cancel out each other. So this is an alif of mad, it's not having a sound, and also an alif of the Qar'iah, which does not have a sound with it. Excuse me, permit me, I think my Zoom is obstructing the videos, okay? Hopefully I can change this. Okay. Al-Qari'ah, mal-Qari'ah, right? Mal-Qari'ah, وما أدراك ما القارعة وما أدراك ما القارعة. So وما أدراك ما القارعة. And so let's check on that. What's the rule of that? What's the rule of وَمَا أَدْرَاكَ مَا الْقَارِعَةُ? There's a lot of stuff in this ayah. So there's some rules of med that we've not talked about in this lessons here. But this one here, you see this long med is called the Maddu al-Jaiz al-Munfasil. And the natural elongation would be 2 counts. It will have a maximum of 5 counts, meaning count your figures 5. But me, naturally, the way I teach my kids, we do the tool, meaning we actually recite the maximum elongation for each word and letters. So let's recite that and check out the Tajweed rules there. وَمَا أَدِي. So this is a dal with Qalqalah. Okay, there's a ra in alif. وَمَا أَدْرَاكَ مَا الْقَارِعَةُ. So you see the ta al-marbuta, I'm converting this to a ha. Okay? ما القارعة وما أدراك ما القارعة ما القارعة. So the ta al-marbuta, the round ta, like we do, this is things that you can learn and understand every bit of what I'm saying right now. You can also understand it if you find time to to teach a child or get to join us in the accelerated Quran reading program. So let's go to the next ayah. يوم يكون الناس كالفراش المبثوث يوم. Okay, this is Madeleine. We already talked about that last time. Madeleine is when you have a wa or a ya with sukun or with med, a ya med, but they having a fatha before them. Okay, because naturally wa and ya are not used to elongate letters that has fatha, that have fatha. So any letter that have fatha will get elongated by an alif. But in scenario of Madeleine, instead of that letter that has a fatha is getting elongated by an alif or an alif, it's gonna have a wa or ya med, and so it get pronounced differently. Yawma. So that's gonna be how it's pronounced. يوم يكون الناس. You see, we've learned about the ghunna earlier. When you do ghunna, this is a complete ghunna from that. So you do the ghunna and you do doubling. يوم يكون الناس So you look, yeah. So this alif al-wasl is not pronounced. It's in the mid of a word. كالفراش المبثوث. You see the amazing practice there. The alif al-wasli or hamzat al-wasli is not pronounced yet, but the kaf is joined together with the lam. يوم يكون الناس كالفراش المبثوث وكالفراش المبثوث كالفراش. Right, the raw is getting longer with one count. Right, the raw is getting longer with one count. Okay, and so we having the sheen also having a kasra. كالفراش كالفراش المبثوث. Right, the ba is having a qalqalah. The ba is having a qalqalah because it's a letter of qalqalah. Sorry guys for the ambulance, it's making noise in the background. وما يوم يكون الناس كالفراش المبثوث. I'm making this longer. I talked about that last week. وتكون الجبال كالعهن المنفوش. So this alif wasli is not pronounced again here, and then the noon is joined together with the lam. So this is a jim. So this is among the difficult letters practice our kids have in the program. So this is a jim. وتكون الجبال كالعهن المنفوش فأما من ثقلت موازينه. So this is an hamza on top of a fatha, on top of an alif. So the alif is not pronounced. So we learn or we teach students in that program. Of course, this is the standard, right? Alif does not have a sound to itself. However, an alif can have um, to give long sound to the letter. So pronounce the letter for two counts. So that's what an alif will do. An alif will make a letter longer for two counts from it. However, an alif will not have its sound on its own. So an alif will not have a sound to itself, but can make a letter sound longer. Okay? فأما من ثقلت موازينه. Right? موازينه. فأما من ثقلت موازينه فهو في عيشة راضية. So you see this ayah here. فأما من. So this mim here is an example of the noon mushaddada that we learned last time. So this mim here is a complete gunna. فأما. So you do the gunna with your nose and you do the doubling. Man, this is called Ikhfaa. So you're gonna have to hide the tha on the noon. This is the noon sakin. So we teach kids in our program all this. So you get to learn all this so much. Joining us in this program, you get to practice in the class and practice as homework. You get feedback often. So unlike here right now, you're all listening to me, but you cannot get feedback from me if you practice yourself. So in a program, we have homework you submit into our learning portal. We can give you feedback and all that. فأما من ثقلت موازينه زينه. Right? See, the yeah here is making the design longer, right? Like that. So this is mad the silla to sugra, but because we are stopping on this ha, we give it a sukun, right? Zinu. فأما من ثقلت موازينه فهو في عيشة راضية. So we didn't pronounce the tanween of this completely because of the gum. الغم ناقص, right? فهو في عيشة راضية. So you pronounce the ra with shadda, so you cannot do gunna before the ra. It's not work. So you've got to do the gunna, lesser or not. So this is an incomplete gunna or incomplete gunna, category of gunna. We've talked about this maybe a month or 2 months ago about gunna and the categories of gunna. فهو في عيشة راضية وأما من خفت موازينه, right? So the gunna here also. وأما من خفت موازينه, right? وأما من خفت موازينه فأمه هاوية, right? Skip that, miss that, right? فأمه هاوية وما أدراك ما هي, right? ما هي. So this ha is having sukun already, so we give it the sukun it's having. نار حامية. نار, you see what I did there? I did izhar. It's called izhar. You see how this noon, this dominating code. It's not there for fancy, it's not for just beautification or something like that. It has a purpose which reciters must observe. So this is the rule of izhar here, meaning you don't introduce the gunna that's coming from the ra into the ha here, because there are 6 letters of izhar, meaning letters that you don't introduce gunna to call them. So you take away gunna from them. You take away the nonation sound from them. Narun, see, narun hamiyah, narun hamiyah, right? Narun hamiyah. So if you want to join us to learn more and to get a more structured learning in our accelerated Quran reading program, here's the link here for those who want to join. I'm going to already put it in the chat and put it in all places. Book your demo session with us. Let's chat and discuss about our program. Let's see how we can help you try and achieve Quran Reading Fluency in 4 months. If this sounds something really exciting to you, want to join us in this program, let's get started. Click that link below this video. Let's get started. Join us in that 1 hour call. I'm going to show you everything about this program that we do in our academy here at Mahir Academy. You get to see how your child can really confidently read the Quran themselves in 4 months. How really amazing is that? Now, if it's something that you're really passionate about, click the link below this video to join us in the parent demo session. It's coming up on Tuesday. I think we have one on Wednesday. We have one on Thursday. We will have on Saturday, Sundays as well. So join us. I would like to see you and have you there and show you exactly the blueprint of how your kids, you yourself, can learn to become a fluent Quran reciter for yourself in just 4 months. Inshallah, we'll meet next week. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.